What is up, everybody? Scratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Time to get our hands on some of the newly buffed Void Champions and see what they're capable to do. Are they worthy now? Do they actually perform better? So we are on the test server at the moment. How you guys can see, I have 1 million gems there, but it's the test server, right? So what happens here stays here. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna talk about Suwai Firstborn. So she's an epic Void Champion from the Barbarian faction. I want to try her mainly on Clan Boss, so we're gonna run her on the Bed-Eater comp. We're gonna run her on a normal comp as well, because now she does have attack down on a 3-turn cooldown. She has weaken on a 3-turn cooldown, and she has defense down on her A1. She has pretty good base stats, so why not? Let me try her on a normal team as well and see what she's capable to do, because how I said, 1k defense is pretty good, 14k HP, 1.3k attack. I feel like she can definitely fit in some of the teams just because of the debuffs she brings to the table. Before we move over to the Clan Boss, I do want to give her a go and see what sort of damage she can do, because I heard a lot of guys saying, well, she's gonna be the new epic Tranda, etc, etc. Yeah, she can hit pretty hard. Her multipliers are not as crazy as they might seem though, but let's have a quick look at the skills first, then we're gonna talk about the rest of the gear, masteries, and stuff like that. So we have the A1 Render Helpless. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 60% defense down for 2 turns, places a 50% increased attack buff and a 30% increased crit damage buff on this champion for 2 turns if this attack kills an enemy. We need 4 books in this skill right here. Moving over to the A2, Utter Rampage on a 3-turn cooldown. Fully booked, attacks all enemies, has a 100% chance of placing a decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. Moving over to the A3, Didden Reactions on 3-turn cooldown, fully booked, attacks one enemy before attacking, has a 100% chance of placing a weakened debuff for 2 turns. We need 6 books in this skill with 4 from here, 10, 5 more from here, so 15 books in total for this champion, guys. Let's find out, is she actually worth the investment, right? So how I said, the base stats are pretty good. Now we do have her on a Savage and a Speed set at the moment, just to try her and see what sort of damage she's gonna do. Total stats, 28k HP, 5.5k attack almost, 2k defense, 214 speed, full crit rate, 236 crit damage. This is the weapon, the helmet, the shield, gauntlet, chest piece, attack boots, the ring, the amulet, and this of course is the banner, an attack banner as well. Masteries, I went straight to Nuker Masteries, tier 6 Helm Smasher. Once we're gonna see how hard she can hit, we're gonna jump over in Clan Boss with a different build for every single team. The moment of truth is here, guys. Let's see what sort of numbers she can ramp up. We do have her on a very nasty build, right? So her base attack is pretty low compared to some of the rest of the champions. So we actually managed to get her attack up to 5.5k. That is pretty hardcore. So let's find out, is the AoE skill that everybody thought will hit extremely hard, hitting extremely hard or no? Let's see. So 93k, 134k there with the Helm Smasher proc, and pretty much the same on this Swording. I feel like, yeah, the numbers, they are pretty good. I can't really complain about it, but then, considering the build she has, I feel like she doesn't hit extremely hard. She hits good, but not extremely like, wow, with the AoE, you know? So can't really complain about it. Let's use a A1 on Apothecary here. 138k hit, pretty good. We got a standard, that's fine. Dracomorph cleaning up our mess. So hopefully, yes, we do have this available, awesome. We don't have that available, but we're actually gonna go with the A3. So we're gonna attack Tyrell here because he's like the tankiest. So let's see the A3 how hard can hit. 184k hit, pretty good. Not bad. Definitely not bad at all. Okay. A2 again. So we haven't killed the Hordins. They still have a pretty good amount of HP. But how I said, it's not awful in terms of damage. Now, probably I would not build her just for that particular reason, but she does bring a lot of things to the table when we're talking about Clan Boss, even dungeons though. Defense down, weaken, and attack down on the same champion. I find it like pretty strong now. Unfortunately, the defense down is not a AoE, it's just single target, so she's not a good replacement for progression instead of War Maiden or anything like that. But if you're interested to use her in Clan Boss, you are wondering if to invest, you might not have a Draco, you might not have a Fane, you might not have a Venus for your Unkillable team, or if you're not running Unkillable team, you might want to feed the slot somehow to have attack, down, defense, and weaken from the very same champion, and like that, she's just here for you guys, right? Suwai Firstborn, 2.1 million damage, Dracomorph with 1.7 million damage on the dragon. Now, I'm gonna quickly put her on a Relentless set and throw her in my Barrier team and see exactly what she's gonna do there. But here we are, I gave her the exact same gear I'm using on my Draco for the Barrier comp, Relentless set and a Speed set. Total stats we have on her at the moment, 30k HP, 4k attack, 2.2k defense, 221 speed, full crit rate, 255 crit damage, 286 accuracy. This is the weapon. We have the helmet, shield, crit damage gauntlet, attack chest piece, speed boots, attack ring, crit damage amulet, and we have accuracy banner. Now, one thing I haven't changed on her, and that's the masteries. So I'm kinda like debating if I should go defense or support 3 on her, just because of her A1 having a lower chance to place defense down, her A3 being on a 3-turn cooldown, which it shouldn't be a problem because we are going on a 2-to-1 ratio. So should we go counter attack, right? Let's give it a go on counter attack and see how that works. If we're struggling with the defense down and weaken, we're gonna have a look and check that out as well. So basically, we can actually go like that because that's not gonna help us. We're not gonna be on full HP anymore. And go like that. That doesn't really make a difference either. So tier 6 War Master, and here we're just literally gonna go on counter attack. Nothing too crazy. Avoid anything that can cause problems in the run. And we are ready to go. So these are the masteries that we're gonna run on her. I run the same on Draco. I used to run the same on Fane, I think, if I remember it correctly. But let's give it a go. Of course, I'm not expecting her to be Draco's equal or anything like that. But I do want to see if we can 1Q with her. Maybe, who knows. I do have my Painkeeper on a Toxic set just because we have no other poisons. And if we cannot 1K, we can definitely 2K it, right? So let's give it a go and see what sort of damage we can get out of her. And how reliable she is to actually keep the debuffs down, right? So place that, boost our Thermeter, increase attack. I feel like we should be starting with the A3, so we have it more often on a cooldown, right? So A3, here we go, 101k hit, only with weaken, right? With defense down, I feel like that would have gone up to like 130k at least. We got an extra turn as well, so let's use the A1 now. We didn't land it there, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. Hopefully she's gonna be reliable enough to land defense down from the A1 with that 50% chance, you know. Attack down landed. Safe. Okay, let's see. We landed that weaken again. Again, she didn't land that defense down. Let's see, let's see. I believe in you. I believe in you. So maybe support masteries were better. Maybe they were better. The number she throws though they're not bad at all actually. So it seems like she's just gonna go over the A3 and A2 as much as she can. Okay, we finally landed that defense down. But I feel like Sniper and Master Hexer was gonna be the way to go on her. Rather than that counter attack. 146k actually, a bit more than I thought. Not bad at all. 94k hit with the A2. Okay, do we get an A1 here? We got the A3, so we got the weaken. I feel like the rest of the team is losing a bit of damage here because of her not landing that defense down. Maybe it was better if we were starting with the A1, who knows. I feel like that wouldn't have made a huge difference because of the times when we're not actually landing the defense down. Okay, so she actually got 2 extra turns there. She landed the debuffs. It doesn't feel like we're gonna catch up on damage to be able to 1-key it, but it's a safe 2-key, guys. So if you don't have better champions out there, defense down and weaken on a team like this is extremely important. So as long as you manage to give her a decent build, right, on a relentless set, she might be actually doing more damage than Frozen Banshee in the team, for example, just because all the team will benefit from a defense down and weaken, right? That's the only reason why. Not because she's hitting like a million times harder, even though she's hitting a bit harder. But of course, she's missing the poisons and the rest of the things there. But I'm gonna fast forward towards the end, guys, where we're gonna see the total numbers, and then we're gonna run her on a different sort of team, on a high defense team, and see if she's gonna be reliable enough to keep all the debuffs on the boss. But here we are, guys, the end of the fight. We have Suwai Firstborn with 16.6 million damage. We dealt 56 million damage in total. Painkeeper 11.2 with a Toxic set. The Man-Eaters dealt like 8.5 each one of them, and Seeker almost 11 million damage. I feel like she's just not reliable enough to keep defense down with the A1. Then, yes, she does hit pretty hard with the A3, decent with the A1 and the A2, but she's probably like one of the last one on my list to go to for the Barrier comp. Fane definitely better, and a lot of other champions like that. Aina, she definitely works a bit better than Suwai here, but if you don't have any other better champions, is an easy 2-key Ultra Nightmare, guys. So definitely don't sleep on her if you have her like that. Now I'm gonna try her on a different team and see how well she performs on a high defense team. But there she is on her second build, guys. We have her on a Cruel set, an Immortal set, and a Perception set. Total stats on her, we have 32k HP, 3.9k attack, 3.6k defense, 199 speed, full crit rate, 182 crit damage, 291 accuracy. This is the weapon. Hello, the helmet, the shield, defense gauntlet, attack chest piece, defense boots, defense ring. I haven't changed the amulet, I just changed the banner just to adjust a bit the speed and to get a bit of more defense and attack on it. Yeah, some of these pieces of gear, they are looking pretty badass. But masteries as well, we change her to support this time around to have a sniper and master hexer. Let's see if she's gonna be reliable enough for a normal high defense team. What sort of damage can we get with her in the team? We're not gonna have crazy poisoners with us. We're only gonna have Battle Khazar as a poisoner, cleanser, and healer at the same time, because we are not running lifesteal on any of the champions. Let's jump straight into it. But that's the full team. That's what we're gonna use. We're gonna use Sandless Survivor as lead and to increase the duration of buffs, Valkyrie for shield and counter attack, Battle Khazar, how I said, for poison, heal and cleanse, and we're gonna have Wurlim for defense up and strengthen buff, because now he's on a 3-turn cooldown. I'm gonna be making a nasty team with him in the next few days, guys, to a week, something like that. Hopefully I'm gonna have time to crack on it soon, but I feel like he has a great potential to be used in some crazy teams. So we can start with the A2 here on Battle Khazar. We actually want to start with attack down on her. So attack down does not affect the stun, right? So the damage we take on a stun from the clan boss is not affected by attack down. So we want to have attack down on the first AoEs. So because of it, we want to start with the A1 here. Have attack down always for the first AoE and the second AoE. We're not gonna extend just yet. Honestly, I haven't planned this team like to do anything crazy. It's just a normal team. We're just gonna end up and see what sort of damage we're gonna get towards the end, right? And let's do that. Hopefully we'll end the defense down. From a counter attack, it didn't happen. That's fine. I do want to use her A3. Let's get that. And now let's get that. We increase that. So from here on, I can literally just let it go on auto. See some numbers that she's gonna throw in here with the build she has at the moment. So we don't have defense down just yet. Even with the sniper, she doesn't seem to land it as much, you know. Like 3 hits, 3 failures already, and still no defense down. Okay. She's landing the attack down, which is good. I feel like together with the Vizier, she would have actually a very, very good potential. Like that, you're actually able to cover 3 of the important debuffs on the boss from one single champion. Same like running a Rhino, for example. You know, like you have defense down, you have a weaken and attack down, basically. But if you're running a Vizier, then with Battle Khazar, you have the poisons as well, so we can actually fill the poison bar. And then you're left with the counter attack. Valkyrie, for example, you can run Wurlim, and instead of Sunless Survivor, maybe you could run like a Krisk, right? That would provide you better damage overall. The champions here are all well built. They have 4.k defense. Valkyrie, she has like 7.5k defense. Wurlim, he has 5 point something. 200, over 200 crit damage. But he only has 99 crit rate. How you guys just saw. It actually happened. He did a non-crit hit. 45k hit on the A1 there. That was from the counter attack though. So 61 hit with the A1. Not too bad, honestly. Considering that we kind of had to balance the stats on her to give her a decent amount of defense as well. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna let it go for a couple of more turns, guys, just to see how she actually throws in the numbers here and there, and then we're gonna jump over at the end of the fight. So we have defense down and weaken, we have attack down as well. How I said, for the stun doesn't matter. I will specify if, of course, we are missing on attack down. It can happen with any other champion, guys. Of course, if you have a champion that has attack down on the A1 and you have counter attack on the team, yeah, the chances of losing attack down like that are much smaller because of the counter attacks as well. But it can happen with any other champion. Yes, she does have higher chances to miss on having attack down. It can screw over all your team towards the end of the fight, but is a risk you gotta take in order for it. That's why I say with a Vizier, she would be much better. But I'm gonna fast forward from here, guys, and we're gonna see at the end what sort of numbers we can get with a team like this. But here we are. We just lost Valkyrie, guys. 1045, 42.2 million damage. The rest of them died as well. She didn't miss a single attack down. Now, of course, how I said, that can happen at any time. It might be like it's never gonna happen, but it's just RNG, right? But she's void, so that's a very good point out of it. How I said, probably if we would change a bit the teams around, run a Vizier instead of Sunless Survivor, and yeah, Wurlim can do his job pretty good with strength and defense up, right? I feel like the team would have a pretty badass potential. So that was it for Suwai Firstborn, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about her rework, her little buff that she got. Is she gonna make a stand in any of your teams? You're gonna get to play her or not at all. I do appreciate all of you guys watching, especially the ones watching till the end. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe for more content, turn on notifications to see when we upload next, and I'll see you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.